Facebook Live. Dear friends, with all the craziness that's going on in the world today, with all the spiritual darkness out there, the need for more and more light has never been greater. Every mitzvah we do, every act we do with sincerity and devotion gives off that light that can dispel so much darkness. So we're just reaching out to all of our dear friends to wish them a special weekend, a good Shabbos. That's the message of Shabbos, a message of hope, a message of light, a message of redemption. I want to thank you all for joining. And here at the Chabad of Naples, we're busy preparing for Shabbos, for the Kiddushim, for the meals, for the graduations, and we're also busy preparing for our Partner Appreciation Evening, which is on May 4th, 7 p.m., celebrating 14 years of beautiful community in this incredible Collier County area, Naples and Marco Island. And it's at a time like this that I'm taking a trip back to our early roots. And here at the home of my dear and special friend, Dr. Barry Weiss in Marco Island, Florida, where it all started. 14 years ago, a younger version of Etty and I moved from our home in Brooklyn, New York, and traveled to an unknown place called Collier County. Where's Collier County? It's Naples and Marco Island. We were young, we were ambitious, and perhaps slightly naive. And I want to share with you a little story about our first high holidays. So we sent out a mailing to names in the area, in the Collier County area, and we expected a huge RSVP. A week passed, 2 week passes, 3 week passed, and nothing. A few days before Rosh Hashanah, I get a call from a dear friend. Who is it? It's this dear man sitting right next to me. And since then, Dr. Barry Weiss has been an incredible friend. He not only came to the Rosh Hashanah, the high holidays services, but he also hosted us in his home. We practically hijacked your home with all of our supplies. And so it's at this very home, the sacred home, where I've been to many times, and we've celebrated incredible experiences and Jewish experiences and beautiful, meaningful conversations, that I come now back to this home where it all started 14 years ago, and to say thank you to you and to all of our incredible partners for enabling us to do the incredible work that we're doing here in Collier County and serving both the Naples and the Marco community. And it's really also an opportunity. I wanted to come and say to Barry, I want to say, come, let's put on tefillin, let's do a mitzvah, let's do a prayer for our community. And he says, Rabbi, I already put on tefillin. Every day, thank God, I invite the incredible blessings and protection of God. So now, after that monologue, it's my dear friend Barry's turn, just if you could share a little of experience.
Well, Rabbi, as those of us who know you, know you're never at a loss for words. But I can remember like yesterday when I got the postcard in the mail, and there was a 718 phone number, and I remember
That's New York.
From my old days, 718 is Brooklyn. So I said, this rabbi must be a little confused here. This is Collier County, you know. This isn't Broward County or Dade County or Palm Beach County. So I called him to make sure he was really doing Rosh Hashanah services on Marco Island, and he assured me, oh, yep, absolutely. I think it was the Marriott or
the Hilton as well.
The Hilton, a few of the hotels. And I said, well, Rabbi, do you think there'll be a problem getting a minyan? And he said, God will provide for a minyan. And with a little struggle in Poland, we did have a minyan. And very memorable to me was after Rosh Hashanah, you and the Rebbitzin had no, you were visiting at this point. You hadn't settled here, so you were going back to Brooklyn. And at the second day of Rosh Hashanah, you said to me, Barry, listen, we're going back to Brooklyn, and then we'll be back in a week for Yom Kippur. Can we leave the Torah in your house, for safekeeping? And that was a very meaningful thing. Came over and it was in the guest bedroom for a week, and then you came back. I believe you had another one of the people from Chabad that was with you came back and then picked it up and took it, and that was always been a special thing. And then shortly thereafter, you settled back down here. The rabbi mentions being younger than, well, he still looks young to all of us, and with his enthusiasm acts young. But I at that point he was a newlywed, and I've always teased him over the year about that his secret weapon is the Rebbitzin, and I'm really saying that
Megadidos. It's Eti.
And I'm really saying that tongue in cheek, because I don't think I've ever been at a Chabad event where the rabbi doesn't point that out, that he knows that this is really this is a real partnership, that the Rebbitzin, and I think that from every Chabad that I've seen, that's pretty typical, that the Rebbitzins are typically part of this, and they have a very specific role, and he just happens to be lucky that he has a very capable, not that most of them aren't, but his Rebbitzin is incredibly capable. Those of you who know her probably know that for yourselves already. And we followed, as Rabbi, as you went from the little storefront in Alvin's Island where you couldn't even find parking next to there. I think there was an Avis rent-a-car place. And I said, yeah, and you said, yeah, this is fine for the time being, and waited your time, and moved from services from one hotel to the other, talked about the cholent that would smell the place up, and they would tolerate you there, and then finally something came along, and now, it's like you're there forever, but this was an evolving process.
So from Barry and I, from Dr. Barry and I, from this special home in Marco, 70-acre court, which is the anchor of this beautiful Chabad. So we want to just wish you all a blessing from all of us here, from our dear friend Barry, and for all the people that have enabled us really to blossom and to flourish and create this incredible community. From all of us here in Collier County, we wish you blessings for a beautiful Shabbos to each and every one of you, and a special weekend.